Returning once again is the Moogle Treasure Trove, and also returning for what I believe is the third iteration now is the Mogpendium. In this mini guide, I'll be covering event details, how the Mogpendium works, and I will be going over all the prizes. I will put timestamps for each section so you can skip to exactly what you're looking for quickly and easily. With that said, let's go ahead and get started. First up, the event details. This round of Moogle Treasure Trove will run from Tuesday, October 15th to the release of patch 7.1, which is slotted for mid-November-ish. And if I was a gambling man, I'd say November 12th. The whole objective is to obtain a currency called irregular tombstones, which can then be exchanged for various prizes. To participate, you simply need to complete certain objectives or duties that can be found in your Duty Finder or Mogpendium. If you are looking through the Duty Finder, the objectives that will give you irregular tombstones will be marked with a little Moogle on the right side of it. To exchange your tombstones, simply speak to the itinerant Moogle located at Limsa Dex at 9.4 by 11.6, or New Gridania at 12.4 by 12.1, or Olda Steps of Nuld at 9.6 by 9.1. This event has been made easier and enhanced by the Mogpendium. This can be accessed by clicking Duty, Collection, Mogpendium. I would recommend dragging the Mogpendium out and making a button for it for ease of access during the event. The Mogpendium breaks down your objectives into 4 categories. Standard objectives are objectives that can be done all day, non-stop, and give the least in terms of bang for your buck. Weekly objectives are exactly what you think. They are objectives that can only be done once a week. If it's the same as last year, weekly objectives will reward 20 tomes. Mini Mog challenges come in sets of 2 challenges that are available weekly. You only need to complete one of the 2 challenges each week, and the reward is 10 tomes. And finally, Ultimog challenges. They can only be done once per the entire event and reward 50 tomes. The first time it was an ocean fishing objective, and the last round it was Palace of the Dead, and we do not yet know what the Ultimog challenge will be for this round. That about wraps it up for the overview in the Mogpendium. Let's move on to the rewards. First up, the grand prize for 100 irregular tomes is the Donut Earring. I might pick this up as part of a troll glam or something, and I do not believe there is an alternative way to obtain this earring, so you may want to get this while you can. Next is the Great Serpent of Ringa for 50 tomes. I believe this item is featured in a previous Moogle Treasure Trove event, and I don't think there was another way to obtain it, so again, I might snag this up if you don't have it already. Onto the Innocent Gwibber Trumpet. This mount is a possible drop for killing Innocents Extreme. It's a great looking mount, and the fight is probably doable with a small group. But depending on your situation, using tomes may still be the easiest route to go for this one. Next is the Alte Reut Prism, which is a mount. This is a reward for doing Deltascape 4.0 Savage. The mount has a unique model that really gives the effect it's slithering through the sky. Pulling off this fight might still require some help, so again, depending on your situation, tomes may be a great alternative here. The next item is the Hades Barding. This is one of the best looking bardings in the game in my opinion, and it's obtainable by either crafting it yourself with an ingredient from Hades Extreme. Alternatively, you can also purchase it from the market board or for 50 irregular tomes during this event. I personally wouldn't rush to spend 50 tomes on this one because buying or crafting this yourself would be easier in my opinion, but that's just me. On to the next prize, Modern Aesthetics Early to Rise. This hairstyle is also purchasable with 5 Bosnian gold coins and 30 platinum coins, or you can purchase it from the market board. If you've never set foot in Bosnia and don't plan to anytime soon, then the 50 tomes cost may be the best route for you to go. Next up is the Twice Stricken Orchestrion Roll, and that's a drop from Fulmination Normal. Next up are 2 emotes, one for 50 and one for 30. The first one is Dark Entreaty and the second is Ideal Gossip. This emote is obtained in Bosnia for 50 Bosnian clusters. This one is obtained from a Eureka lockbox. Both are obtainable through the market board, so depending on your guild situation, this may be worth the tomes. Next is the Casual Attire Coffer, which runs you 30 tomes as well. The only way to obtain this coffer is through the Kupo of Fortune minigame in the Firmament, or the market board. On my server, the coffer is running for around 315,000 gil, so depending on which costs you more time, this may not be a bad buy. For 30 tomes, you can also get these towels. Alternatively, you could just use 3,000 wolf marks, and I'd say it's probably easier and perhaps more time efficient to farm the wolf marks. And if it's of any value to know, they are market prohibited. Also returning is one of the standard menu items of the MGP Platinum card, which is an exchange of 30 irregular tomes for 50k MGP. These are a great way of farming MGP. I wouldn't pass on these if you are in the market for some gold saucer goodies. Also returning once again is the Drake Horn and the Laurel Gubu Horn. Both are a Realm Reborn Beastman tribe mounts, but for 30 tomes each, they can be yours. If you don't plan on doing old beast tribes, then I would farm these up ASAP. The last 2 mounts are the Lunar and Euphonious Kamui Fife. The Lunar is from Sukomi's Pain Extreme, and the Euphonious is from Hell's Cure Extreme. The next 5 items are all housing items for 20 tomes each. The Kakiran Shelf, the Mog Bureau, the Glade Gazebo, the Garden Tool Shelf, and the Heavenly Ornamental Array. I personally probably would just use the market board, but shop around to see what suits you best. Moving on to the 15 tome range, first up is a minion, the Wind-Up Almoja. Again, I believe this is a Beast Tribe reward. They are also offering the tops and bottoms of the Shisu Glam set, which can all be obtained from the Shisu of Violet Tides. Considering the ease of these dungeons nowadays, I'd probably just skip these and unsync farm them personally. Continuing on for 15 tomes are older treasure maps. The remaining items are a mix of writing maps, triple triad cards, and a couple of minions, an orchestrion scroll from the Namazu Beast Tribes, and a crafting material and some firework garbage. I think that about sums up everything you'd want to know for this event. And most importantly, I do hope that this was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.